Hey guys, you're watching Boondocking with Dennis. It's Sunday, so I had to give the goat the day off. He threatened legal action if he didn't start getting a day off a week. Hope you're all doing well. Downtown, bustling Rockport, Texas. That's a center for the arts there, that massive series of buildings on the left. 84 degrees, winds about 12 miles an hour out of the south to southeast. I was just up Rockport Beach and there are people swimming. Water temperature is 71 degrees. It's not bad at all for November. So I get a call once a day, once every other day, from my buddy that's in jail, and it's always about some information that he and the people in his cell are arguing over. And he asked me, do you know what Crash Bandicoot is? And I said, I don't know what that is. And he said, it's a video game. And I'm like, okay. I Googled it. I recognized the character. And he goes, what is that character? And I said, well, if he's Crash Bandicoot, he's probably a bandicoot. There's all different kinds of bandicoots. Turns out Crash is a genetically altered bandicoot, which kind of reminded me of Rocket Raccoon from Guardians of the Galaxy. But if you're ever wondering what a bandicoot looks like, I think they said there's 12 or 15 different types throughout Australia, marsupials. So now we all know Crash Bandicoot is a bandicoot. Pretty good amount of cars for downtown. There's the Salty Dolphin up on the right. They're open now. I still don't know if it's a bar with food or a restaurant with alcohol. That's the way we roll on the Redneck Riviera here in Rockport, Texas. A drinking town with a fishing problem. Apparently the fishing's been pretty good offshore lately. If you can just even get out into Ramses Bay, you're going to do well. Unless you're my buddy Steve in Bayside, he's going to catch fish wherever he goes. He caught 2 huge fish, and there's some photos on my community posts of my friend Steve with some of the fish he's caught lately. A little bit overcast. It's in the afternoon. The sun is out. I want to shout out to my buddy Pat. I was having a little trouble with the AC in the apartment. I even Googled videos on how to work the remotes. There's 2 remotes for the 2 air conditioning units. I couldn't get them working, and he asked me to check with Neil upstairs, and Neil came down and straightened it out real quick. He reset the breaker. The breaker wasn't thrown. I didn't know to check that. But he just shut it off, waited, turned it back on, and I've seen to fix everything. So it's the equivalent of jiggling the handle. Thank you, Neil, and thank you, Pat. We had our internet go out last night for a little bit. Similar situation. I was not able to post a video yesterday. My phone signal at the house is good, but it's not great. And I couldn't get anything posted for Saturday. But we got Sunday covered. It has been over a month since we cruised Water Street. I thought we would do that today. It's nice when I can get here at sunrise, see everyone walking their dogs, but that just hasn't been happening lately. I got the same call I got from the jail yesterday was, if you have 2 containers, one with, you start off with cold water and you freeze one, you don't lose anything, no overspill or nothing, will they weigh the same? And yes, they will weigh the same. What if you have 2 containers of cold water and you boil one? Will they weigh the same? No, they will not weigh the same. And Apparently, that has something to do with the molecules. The cold water will weigh more than the boiling water, and we're not talking about losing anything to evaporation or anything like that. It's the breaking down of the molecules. Who knew? Who knew? Hey, did you watch that homeless guy that lives in his truck channel? Yeah, he had some science crap on there this morning. I like learning stuff. This is probably stuff all you guys learned in second grade, and I was asleep in the back of the room or playing hooky, so I didn't pick it up. I don't think I played hooky until I got in like 10th grade. That might have been the first time I played hooky, as far as I can remember. And then my senior year, I kind of made it a rule that leave early, come back, kind of did my own thing. I was on work study in 11th and 12th grade, where you only had to be there in the morning anyway. But if I had a study hall or something like that, I wasn't going to wait around for that. I don't know about you guys, and this is probably true at your school if you're my age or older. We had a smoking section. It was right where the buses would pull up to let the kids off for school. There was a smoking section at Ridley High School. And I guess I was in junior high when I first noticed that. So 1974, 1975. I thought it was weird. You weren't old enough to buy cigarettes, but you could still smoke them if you had them in school. So when I first started working at Apria Healthcare, home equipment, liquid oxygen, respiratory therapists in our office, you could smoke at your desk. And that was actually pretty horrible. Sometime within a few years when I was working there, they started making people go outside and smoke, which was bad for the chain smokers because they wanted to get up, 5 times an hour and go have a cigarette. I remember for a few months they even passed out the ashtrays with the batteries that were supposed to suck all the smoke in. The good old days. The good old days. When our pharmacy, at one point when I worked in the pharmacy, my boss switched it over to health food, all health food products, and he had medical products and did fitting for support stockings and things like that. We still sold lottery and cigarettes, which was really weird, but he just said it's so hard to get a lottery license and to get a cigarette license. He didn't want to give it up, and I don't know if when I left there they were still selling cigarettes. I think the same people, he sold it around, I want to say 2000 and between 2000, yeah, right around 2000. And I'm wondering if those people kept cigarettes there. It was just so weird. We had to be the only health food store selling cigarettes. So I sent messages to 3 of my acquaintances that do deck stocks and piers. And I said, all variables aside, how much per foot does it cost to build a pier? A 3-foot wide pier, no handrails, lighting, water, no T-heads, no fish cleaning stand, no seating areas, just a ballpark price. It's fictional. Can you just tell me, well, how deep's the water? I'm like, it's just, and they all have the price, but I don't know, it's like a secret. How deep's the water? How deep is it at the end of the pier? How high off the water do you want it? I'm just like, it's a basic pier, a foot above high tide. But I couldn't get an answer out of anybody, so I'm just giving up on that. I'm sure someone will see this video in a year and answer the question. I guess I could ask on Facebook and I would get 300 answers and none of them would be the same answer. Oh, I got a joke from Bailey. I watched a documentary about clocks. It was about time. It was about time. Bailey is Hammer's dad. Bailey, Lisa, Nestor, Hammer, and assorted other expensive critters. So thank you, Bailey. And you're welcome for what's that kid's name? Cutter Gutierrez. What is that kid's name? The Flyers drafted him, and then he didn't want to play in Philadelphia, so he traded him to the Ducks for Jamie Drysdale, which we weren't going to get anything for the guy anyway. He didn't want to play here, so that's what's going on. Yeah, I think it's Cutter Gutierrez or something like that. I watched 2025 Frankenstein movie on Netflix, and that was okay. The parts I liked, I really liked. What's that one director's name? Guillermo del Toro. He always does like weird looking visuals. That part I liked, and he wasn't overboard like he does in some movies. But it didn't need to be 2.5 hours. It could have been 90 minutes, but you can watch it free on Netflix, and it's rated like a 7.3 on Internet Movie Database. I gave it a 6 because it wouldn't let me give it a 5.5, you know. But it was okay. I'm glad I watched it. Put it that way. The movie I want to see is 28 Years Later, and I want to see Weapons, just good horror movies. But 28 Years Later is on Netflix, but I have it through T-Mobile, and I'm not eligible to watch that movie for some reason, which is just weird to me. It'll give us a movie every once in a while that we're not allowed to see. See, it's kind of hazy tonight. We didn't get our fluffy blue skies with cool clouds. Definitely want to get those. I didn't have time to go to Port Aransas today. Still dealing with some swelling in my feet. Nothing major, and I want to keep it that way, which is why I don't want to spend 5 hours in the truck going over to Port Aransas and filming and coming back. And I want to go. I just don't want to wind up with wounds and back in the hospital. That would be no bueno. Well, guys, rolling down the home stretch. We got to catch up on Water Street. Looked about the same as it did a month ago. No major changes this time. I hope you're all doing well. I hope you're all having a great day. Hopefully there'll be some football on or something you can enjoy. Get outside. Say hello to the sun. Call up a loved one. Send them a message. Get ready to click on one of these images and make it a postcard and send it to your grandma. I appreciate y'all. Thanks for riding along today, guys. Thanks for watching.